Okay, so this video is to tell you guys a story about this guy who I used to talk to. We didn't necessarily date, but we almost did. We were close to it. Um, so right before I got pregnant with my daughter, I had broken up with my ex, my daughter's father. We broke up and I started talking to this guy. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to call him, what am I going to call him? John. I call him John. His name is not John, but I'm going to call him John. Okay? So I was talking to this guy named John, and I went to school with him. I used to go to high school with him at my first high school. And because I went to two different high schools. And he wrote me on Facebook, and we started talking back and forth, and he would say little things here and there that would catch my attention. So, like, oh, how beautiful I am and all that stuff. So I was like, let me, talk to him. So I gave him my number and we talked, and he'd be like, oh, I'd love to have you, and oh, how I'd do this for you, do that for you. And he was so sweet to me. I mean, literally just so sweet. My ex, though, he would always call me and, be trying to get back with me, and I was just not having it. But every time I talked to him, I would get so worked up and so angry. It was kind of like John was my rebound relationship. So we, there was this one day I was at work and I called John and I asked him to meet me at Barnes and Noble. I was crying and I was upset because I had just got in a fight with my ex, my daughter's father, and we were still broken up though. But I had just gotten in a fight with him, and yeah, so I asked John to meet me at Barnes and Noble, and he did. He had just got off work himself. I was still in my scrubs, and he was wearing his work clothes and everything. And when I saw him, I was like, oh, you know, it now see, I'm not a picky person when it comes to dating somebody, but there has to be at least one feature about the person that I am attracted to. Has to be one feature at least. I'm not a person who dates by looks. I don't date someone by how they look. I date by personality, their character, but it has to be one thing I'm attracted to, at least one, you know. And there was nothing that I was attracted to about John. Nothing. And he was very sweet, so I just stuck with that about him being nice and whatever. So when I saw him, he gave me a hug. When he gave me a hug, I got a whiff of some stank. I mean stank ass armpits. Okay, I didn't say nothing, didn't say a word, but that smell stuck in my nose. That's how strong it was. And I'm thinking, oh my fucking goodness, why does he smell like that? Oh my God. He just, then I was freaking out in my head because he was so nice to me and so sweet to me. He was, oh my God. If he did not smell like that, I probably would have still been with John, because he was such a sweetie. And I really, really was attracted to his personality. But when I say like at least one attraction, like a physical feature, but it was nothing about him that I was physically attracted to, but I was really attracted to his personality. And I was freaking out in my mind. I'm like, okay, trying to calm myself down within. I'm like, he just got off work. So I'm maybe because he just got off work, that's why he smelled like that. I'm not gonna say anything, so I'm gonna just let it slide because he just got off work. So we spent time talking, and he bought me some books, and we talked, and it was nice. It was really nice, and he was very sweet. So I get in my car, go home. He texts me, hey, beautiful, how are you? Just talking back and forth. So at this point, I completely stopped answering my ex phone calls, right? So I'll say maybe a week later, after the Barnes and Noble thing, he asked me if I would like go to the beach with him, not to like get in the water or nothing, just to walk and talk. And I was like, okay. So I drove and I met him at the beach, and he told me he would call me when he get out the shower. So I'm like, cool, thinking, cool, he getting out the shower. That is so cool. Okay, so no more stinky, no more none of that, so we can have a nice time. So I go to the beach and I see him, and he gave me a hug again, and I smelt the stink. Oh my God, y'all. Like, I cannot even describe. I cannot fucking describe it, y'all. He was so stink. And I backed up. I was like, I said, so, I said, you went home? He was like, yeah. I said, so you took a shower? He was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking, okay, so he must not be bathing right. That's what I'm thinking, right? He must not be bathing right. But again, he was so sweet. He treated me very nice. So I let it go for the second time. I'm like, maybe he was in a rush. I'm giving him excuses. He was in a rush, this, that, and the third. So by this point, I started to catch feelings. And I thought, man, I really like him. Maybe I should tell him about the odor so he can address it. We can fix it, because I really liked him. There is no nice way to tell somebody that they stink. No matter how nicely you try to put it, there is no nice way to tell somebody that they stink. It's just not possible. There is no possible way to tell someone that they don't smell good. So we met again. I think we met at the beach again. And he put his arm around me. while we were walking. And when he did that, I smelt the stench again, and I didn't say anything. But I'm thinking, why does he smell like this all the time? What is going on, right? So I sat down with him. We when we walked back from the beach, we walked on the beach. When we walked back from the beach, I sat on my car. He came up in front of me, standing up, and I bent down to fix my shoe, but he was still standing there because my slipper was about to fall off. So I bent down, fixed my shoe. He came up closer, like my head was touching like the top of his chin, and I smelt his chest as I was coming up. Like I told y'all, I have a very strong nose. When I smelt like his shirt, I was like, I said, "So, John, can I talk to you about something? And I don't want you to take this the wrong way." And he was like, "What's up? What's the matter?" I said, "I really like you." And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No, I really, really like you. You're very sweet. I do like you a lot." I said, "But I'm having an issue with you." And he was like, "Well, what's that?" I said, "Well, you kind of have I tried to make it as nice as possible. I said, you kind of have a small, tiny, small odor. I was like, but it's not like really bad, even though it was horrid, y'all. But I was trying to be as nice as I possibly can. But again, there is no nice way to tell somebody they stink. So I was just like, you know, it's small. I mean, I was just I'm just telling you, so we can fix the problem, right? And he was like, "I stink." I was like, "Well, it's not that bad, I'm just saying, I'm guessing because you just got off work, blah blah blah." And he felt so embarrassed and bad, and I was just like, "Fuck, damn this nose." Like and it's like I couldn't even ignore the smell. That's how bad and strong it was. I couldn't even ignore it. So, oh my God. So, that next time I saw him again, I went by his house and we were going to watch movies. So, I came by his place and I forgot. I think we were about to watch Boondocks because I had the season DVDs, and I brought American Dad DVDs because he told me he never watched it. So I went by his house and I brought the DVDs and everything, and we started watching Boondocks. So he is laying down on the bed and I'm laying next to him, but I was turned this way, like laying on his chest, and I smelled the odor yet again. And I was like, I can't move. I don't want him to think I don't want him to think I smell it. So I tried to like inch my way away because I couldn't. The smell was so bad that it made me want to vomit. Every time I smelled it, I would like throw up in my mouth a little bit. So I was like, I can't take this. And I said, I got to make up something. I got to go. I got to go. I started panicking because I just couldn't take it. And so he was like, "You okay?" Because he noticed how I was acting. And I was like, "No, I'm okay. I'm okay." And he was like, "All right." So he went to the bathroom. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like sitting here doing it like, what the fuck am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And I'm thinking in my mind, why? Why did he have to smell like this? And then I just started being a little distant. I didn't want him touching me because he would like try to hold me, like cuddle. And I'd be like, no. I wouldn't say no, but I'd be thinking no, like you stink, get off me. So I left. I told him he can borrow the DVDs because I didn't want to stay that long. I didn't stay long. I told him he can hold the DVDs and I'll get them the next time I see him. So I called my friend Camille and I told her, I said, man, I really, really like John, but oh my God, he smells so bad. What do I do? And she was like, is it that bad, Harriet? I was like, it's horrible. I said, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, but I really like him. And I was just, she was like, well, okay, why don't you get him some body washes? So she was like, try to make it like a gift. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. So the first place I thought about was Bath and Body Works. I'm like, they got strong, strong stuff. So I'm like, Bath and Body Works should work. So I went in there. I spent $25 on body wash for him, right? I bought him cologne too. It was a sale, which is why it was 25 and change. And I bought him cologne and everything. And I'm like, he is just like almost perfect. That's what the sad part about it was. He was almost perfect. He was so stink. I could not take it. And then I gave him the body washes and everything. And he was like, oh, cool. I just got off work. I'm going to go use it now in the shower. Because I came by his place to give him the stuff. So since he just got off work, I'm like, awesome. He can go and take a bath now and use the body washes I gave him, and we won't have no problems. So he gets out of the shower and he got dressed in the bathroom because we wasn't on that level. We were not even official. We were not on that level. He got dressed in the bathroom and he came out. I smelled the body wash. So I was like, yes, and I'm just watching American Dad, but in my mind, I'm thinking, yes, yes, I smell the body wash. Yes. Screaming, it's a cheerleader in my head. Then he comes up to me, gives me a hug. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Was nice. I like it. I really like how it smells. Gave me a hug. And I tell y'all that odor hit me so fucking quick. And I looked at him like, nah, 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 nah. So that was it. I ended up answering the phone for my ex again. it, I ended up answering the phone and we talked and we were back on speaking terms. And I had to call John. I told him I couldn't be with him anymore. I couldn't talk to him. Even though we were not boyfriend and girlfriend, we were on that verge. And I really liked him. He treated me so nice. He was so sweet. He did things for me. But oh my fucking goodness. He was so stank. He was such a gentleman. But I think he had something internally wrong with him. Something internally was wrong that he was smelling like that. Because even coming out of the shower, either he was not bathing right or it was something internally wrong with him that freaking Bath and Body Works couldn't fix. And I just couldn't take it. I I couldn't take it. I could not take the smell. And it's like it wasn't even a smell that you could get used to after a while. I thought that might end up happening. Because I was like, he's so sweet. I don't want to leave him. I don't want to. And oh my God, I couldn't take the smell, man. I was so sad about not talking to him anymore. But I didn't want him to feel bad. So I tried to make it seem as if it was me. Like I was just the one who had the problem because he was such a sweet guy. And he has a girlfriend now. And I saw her, I was like, she's so lucky. She's lucky because she has a very good guy. But I don't know how the fuck she deal with that odor. I don't know how she do it. Maybe she fixed it, or maybe she don't care and don't smell it. Um, I don't know. But and after that, I ended up getting back with my ex, and I think a month, 2 months later, 2 months later, we were gonna break up again, and I found out I was pregnant. And yeah, I was with him for 4 years, and uh, 4 years I was with him. If I was still with him, that would be my daughter's 3. Damn, that would be 7 years? Nah. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. 6 years. 3, because we was, yeah, I say 4, but we was together for 3.5 years, almost 4. So wow. He still ain't shit, but still. Anyway, that's it. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.